Good afternoon. I hope I caught you at a good time. Do you have a moment for me to give you some Bible this afternoon? The title of today's message is, Will You Turn to Look at the Burning Bush? And today we in Exodus chapter 3, we're going to be looking at Moses. I'm going to read you a couple of verses coming from chapter 3, and I'm going to give you my little 2 cents at the end. It says here, Now Moses was tending to the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the back of the desert and came to Horeb, the mountain of God. And the angel of the Lord appeared to him in a flame of fire from the midst of a bush. So he looked, and behold, the bush was burning with fire, but the bush was not consumed. Then Moses said, I will now turn aside and see this great sight, why the bush does not burn. So when the Lord saw that he turned aside to look, God called to him from the midst of the bush and said, Moses, Moses. And he said, Here I am. God is trying to teach us today. I know we're dealing with a lot in our lives, especially with all the holiday season coming up and all the Christmas season coming up and just work and family. And we get so caught up in that stuff that we push aside sometimes the burning bush or what God is trying to speak into our lives. And we see here that the burning bush, right, wasn't consumed. What God has for you won't be consumed. The fire can't take it away. So he's waiting on you to turn and look. Turn to his direction, turn to his guidance, turn to the bush, whatever the bush is, how he speaks to you, how he talks to you, so he can get a word to you, because he has plans designated for you. We know in Jeremiah 29:11, it says, I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you, plans not to harm you, plans to give you a hope in the future. But if we don't turn to look at the bush and look at what God is trying to captivate in our eyes first, right? I know faith comes by hearing, but the sight, the eyes, what we see is what captivates us, right? He wants your attention, and how does he get your attention? Well, he does something to make his presence known in your life. So I hope you found some inspiration in this video. With that being said, I love you. Jesus loves you. Turn from everything that's happening in your life just for a second to look towards the bush. Hey, let's get active today.